Just one beat too slow and everything could turn the other way. What you're about to see is the thin line between safety and disaster, where luck sometimes decides everything. A horrifying moment as a 5-story building suddenly collapses into a river after heavy rain, leaving onlookers shaken. The instant a bridge collapses during a controlled demolition as an excavator breaks apart the concrete deck. A violent gust rips a metal sheet loose and hurls it into a man in the street. Panic turns to relief when it's confirmed he's safe. After completing its display, the Yak 3 UAZKYYY suddenly ran into trouble, striking a forklift at the edge of a grass runway and leaving everyone in shock. One heartbeat slower, and disaster would have followed. A traffic incident in Shalamche ends in an almost unbelievable escape. A seemingly ordinary moment in Gadari captured just seconds before a serious cable car accident. An SUV blasts through a barrier and collides with a train, a chilling moment, underscoring that trains cannot stop for human error. Trains need a very long distance to stop. This moment delivers a clear message: never challenge rail safety rules. An old Ford is crushed in an instant, a simple scene that leaves witnesses silent. How important do you think regular maintenance is in dense urban environments? What seemed like a calm day turns shocking as a vessel slams into a lift bridge, leaving everyone frozen in disbelief. Fortunately, no one is hurt. A terrifying moment, an avalanche crashes down, dragging trees with it, and nearly burying a car. The driver escapes by seconds. Nature Unleashed, a mudslide in Northern California, is captured on camera, revealing the devastating force of earth and water. Do you think a block of snow this heavy could shatter a car windshield? A lapse in focus lets a vehicle roll, leading to a collision rescued in the nick of time, preventing worse outcomes. Loss of control sends an SUV rolling and sliding, a heart-stopping sequence that ends with a minor impact and a collective sigh of relief. An overloaded truck sways left, then right after a sharp turn, almost dancing, a tense moment that ends in a remarkable recovery. A motorcycle falls in front of a truck, triggering hard braking. A following vehicle slams in and plunges into a ditch, a stark example of chain reaction risk. A container reverses into traffic, slamming an oncoming bus, a breath-holding moment that ends incredibly without injuries. Damage from Hurricane Hilary in Clark County shows that no matter how strong we are, water must never be underestimated. Flash floods rush through a burn scar near Flagstaff, carrying thick black mud, clear evidence of nature's double destruction. A tanker loses traction while turning on wet pavement and collides with a tractor trailer, clear proof of the danger when grip is lost. Repeatedly slamming the door with force causes the sliding door to pop out of its frame, a clear example of how equipment can fail under stress. Within moments, a house near Tuzla collapses completely, sending chills down the spine. A bridge fails under heavy rain and snaps in two before witnesses' eyes, the suddenness leaving everyone stunned. With no escape in sight, he survives the avalanche. By a miracle, nature is fierce, but human resilience endures. Carelessness on a slick surface, a speeding car hydroplanes and slams into a utility pole, leaving chaos in the parking lot. A debut no one wanted, a new driver loses control, causes multiple crashes, and finally comes to rest against a wall. What do you think makes nature both fascinating and something humans must fear? A strong earthquake rocks a home in eastern Taiwan, clearly showing the force of seismic activity.
Holy oh holy
In a moment that looks out of control, the man stays calm and uses the excavator arm to hold the vehicle heart-stopping, then deeply relieving. Wollongong underwater trash bins turn into street racers speeding through floodwaters. Avalanches roar through the cottonwood canyons of Utah nature, repainting its winter landscape with overwhelming force.
You got slough.
A terrifying moment in New Hampshire, a skier accidentally triggers an avalanche and escapes just in time. At nearly 200 miles per hour, a high-speed boat test turns into a near disaster.
Everybody stay off the radio. If you do not need to talk, do not get on the radio. Only urgent communications. Only.
A boat erupts in flames at sea, yet quick action by the Coast Guard rescues the man safely. A horse wanders into a convenience store, knocks over shelves, then leaps the counter chaos straight out of a movie, yet completely real. A quiet shop erupts when a herd of cattle barges in, knocking everything over a chaotic, laugh-through-the-shock moment. People scatter in panic as an elephant charges across the road, knocking over bicycles and kicking motorcycles aside. Action movie chaos, real and terrifying. An SUV mounts the curb, the rear wheel grinding the edge away, a breath-holding reminder that tiny mistakes carry big consequences. Colorful boats drift gently across shimmering water, a peaceful pause that makes you want to linger. A dramatic escape. A car barrels into a hotel entrance as a young woman pulls her friend aside just in time. 1 second later, the story would be very different. In Birmingham, a seemingly routine landing turns into a memorable bounce that leaves passengers stunned. A shocking moment in Malaysia, 2 helicopters collide during a training flight, a split second that leaves a lasting impact. A terrifying incident at a seaport, a stark reminder that even a small mistake when operating heavy machinery can lead to disaster. A small action sends a boat rocking hard, proving balance and center of gravity are critical for safety on the water. Raging floodwaters tear away a roadside in Santa Clarita, a powerful display of flash flood destruction. Rising floodwaters cause a house to slide off its foundation and plunge into the Wallace River before anyone can react. In seconds, a familiar road collapses, a reminder that nature can undermine what we assume is safe.
You get it?
Yeah, I got that. There it goes. Is it gonna... There it goes more.
Hurricane Beryl pushes storm surge into Grand Cayman, threatening coastal neighborhoods, a clear reminder of tropical storm risk. Coast Guard officers stop an unmanned vessel spinning at high speed offshore, a real-life action scene on open water. A truck crashes through a barrier and is struck by a train seconds later, but the driver jumps clear and survives by inches. A chilling reminder, just seconds separate life and death, and this time luck was on their side. Storm Kathleen sends large waves straight into a harbor pub in Cornwall before the first sip guests get a splash of seawater. Storms and hail pound South Dakota, a tense moment reminding us that staying indoors can save lives. large branch snaps during a storm in Omaha, narrowly missing a truck, an everyday scare that freezes witnesses in place.
Tree branch is gonna go down on that truck. Oh, just missed it. That's at least 80.
A sudden tremor hits. A mother grabs her child and runs a tense moment that captures the power of maternal instinct. What seemed like a calm day turns shocking as a vessel slams into a lift bridge, leaving everyone frozen in disbelief. Fortunately, no one is hurt. Flood waters surge in like a monster, sweeping everything away. In moments, a scene of pure chaos and fear.
Get out of here! Look, that's like 5 feet up. That's like 5 feet up.
Smoke still lingers over Sonoma County after the Kincaid fire, a haunting landscape that leaves witnesses speechless. A bizarre sight in Wales flooding causes a fountain sculpture to spin wildly as if by magic amid raging waters. A shocking scene in New York, a tall ship from the Mexican Navy unexpectedly collides with the Brooklyn Bridge, stunning onlookers. An earthquake violently shakes a kitchen, sending items sliding, a quiet but crucial reminder to secure furnishings against tremors. During a blizzard in Buffalo, thunder suddenly rolls, a rare and unsettling sight that leaves viewers both frightened and amazed. A nor'easter sweeps into Newfoundland, winds howling non-stop, bone-chilling and humbling, as people hunker down and listen to the storm tell its story.
I'll tell you, it's a stormy day. Get back, no. Have a good day. Take it easy.
A major snowstorm blankets northern Illinois, reducing visibility and creating dangerous travel conditions, clear proof of winter's harsh power. An unbelievable scene in San Carlos. Sea lions blanket the beach tourists, laughing. As they step back, nature takes over in seconds.
Oh my God.
Boaters laugh as a sea lion pops up, seemingly asking for food, an unexpected, delightful moment at sea. Bright red flames engulf an entire home, fireworks exploding in dazzling bursts, a scene that leaves viewers silent, caught between beauty and fear.
from 21C.
A tense moment on a conveyor belt, recycled batteries suddenly explode, sparks flying as workers scramble to escape. On an icy road in Kentucky, a driver pushes on. Despite the danger, tends to watch, yet quietly impressive behind the wheel. Lightning strikes a home's front door in Florida like a knock from the sky. Terrifying, but thankfully without injuries. Lightning illuminates the sky above Hollywood, a breath-holding moment no director could stage.
What the?
Hail suddenly pounds a station in Fairfax, security cameras catching a split-second burst of chaos. A massive avalanche pours off a mountainside, moving slowly but with immense power, nearly swallowing homes below as it fills the valley.
Hey, tu c'hai? Ciao! Sei stata ubiti? Snap in auch gekommen sind?
No, schau wieder zurückkommen.
Und auch in Zellmond noch verloren.
Schau. Nein, der Unfall ist durch das Haus komplett.
Hoe is het Haus?
Ja, gut. Na, na.
An unbelievable mistake, a driver shifts into the wrong gear, sending the car straight into a pharmacy. Glass shatters as people flee in panic. Did that impact make you shiver too? Floodwaters churn in Murcia, a car inches forward, an edge of the seat moment, showing how small we are against moving water. Floods surround vehicles in southeast Spain. A driver is pulled to safety, a breath-holding rescue that ends with relieved smiles.
Oh my god.
Melbourne's sky erupts as hail falls like artillery, a scene both spectacular and terrifying. Northwest Florida braces against intense rain and powerful winds as nature shows its raw strength.
There goes a house. House is gone. Skinny, skinny.
A smoke gnatto spirals over a wildfire in Portugal, smoke and flame, forming a fire whirl straight out of a movie yet entirely real. A waterspout suddenly forms on Lake Huron near Sauble Beach, leaving tourists amazed and eager to keep their distance. A travel photographer captures a funnel cloud over a volcano in Iceland, a scene that's breathtaking and unsettling at once. When reflexes save lives, a car crashes into a parked ambulance, but the driver swerves away in the final seconds. A breathtaking sight, a car accelerates over a massive jump landing, hard and sending snow flying, pure adrenaline on wheels. In West Virginia, a truck driver attempts to change lanes, strikes a height barrier, and is launched upward, a scene that leaves witnesses stunned. A rugged Jeep powers through a snow-covered rural street, tires tearing through thick ice like a movie scene. Eager to film a snowy drift, the cameraman slips and falls just as the car approaches an unexpected and humorous plot twist. In the darkness of night, lava from Mount Etna glows brightly, overwhelming and humbling in equal measure. Near Grindavik, a volcanic eruption paints the sky orange, exposing Earth's majestic yet dangerous beauty. A local photographer captures lava erupting from Mount Etna, dazzling like cinema, but enough to raise goosebumps. Rock and soil suddenly pour into a coal mine in Inner Mongolia, creating a heart-stopping scene. A terrifying collision in Mount Victory, Ohio. A train slams into a semi crossing the tracks, sending shockwaves through onlookers.
Yeah, girl! Don't do that! Oh, shit.
On a Houston highway, a minor mistake while towing nearly leads to catastrophe, proving how fragile safety can be. A sudden pedal error sends a car crashing through a closing roll-up door, leaving the area in shock. Amid rushing floodwaters, a dog is rescued safely, a heartwarming moment during the fury of Storm Ophelia. Dense swarms of green flies gather over Lake Childer, forming an eerie tornado-like column that's hard to believe. Off the coast of Cyprus, a powerful waterspout spins toward shore, a sight that seems almost unreal. North of Doha, multiple funnel clouds appear at once, a breath-holding moment that reveals nature's unpredictability.
There, Sammy.
I need a video.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Widespread flooding from heavy rain blankets southeast Texas, turning roads dangerous and proving how fast water levels can rise. Snow thunders downhill, blanketing the road in white, a moment both awe-inspiring and terrifying.
Rebelle, traverse en bas.
In seconds, the slope cracks and snow collapses as skiers narrowly escape the white fury unfolding right before their eyes. Does that light leave you more awed or more afraid? A massive lightning bolt hits a taxiway at Jacksonville International Airport, leaving a scorched, winding mark, nature's signature, beautiful and chilling. In Atlanta, police officers risked their lives to rescue a trapped driver from fast-moving floodwaters, a tense but deeply human moment.
Hey, step away! Go ahead, step away! Go ahead, watch it, yeah.
The Black Sea turns violent as sudden flooding submerges everything in its path, a stark warning of nature's destructive force. Oh no, Fort Myers is left buried in debris after Hurricane Ian, with construction materials drifting through flooded streets. Does that light leave you more awed or more afraid?
Wow, I haven't seen anything like this. No. I don't see the cross on the church.
There's power.
Damn. Shaking the house.
Jazan's sky erupts during a violent storm, lightning striking repeatedly like blades forged by nature. Severe hail in Des Moines leaves drivers frozen in fear as windshields crack under relentless impact.
I think I've seen.
A terrifying strike lightning slams into a tree in Missouri, exploding with blinding light. A swirling school of mackerel glows beneath the sea, moving like a dance of light, a living artwork that mesmerizes all who see it. "6,000 ducks rush into a pond all at once, like rush hour, instantly turning the water into a frenzy of motion."
Oh my God, it's like a waterfall.
In Fort Smith, Arkansas, tennis ball-sized hail rains down like artillery, a breath-holding moment for all who witness it.
God. Oh dear God, please. Oh dear God, please. Please let me make it through. Dear God, please. Just go slow, just go slow. Dear God, please. Just go slow. Make it through.
Amid intense shaking, 2 dogs in Istanbul tremble as they search for shelter, a reminder that animals feel fear just like we do. A powerful 6.2 magnitude earthquake violently shakes a home in Istanbul. Security footage sends chills through viewers. A spectacular scene in Bangkok, strong tremors send rooftop pool water cascading like a waterfall from the sky. A heart-stopping moment in Mesa as a light rail train crashes into a garbage truck, proof that a single second of distraction can cause catastrophe. A strong earthquake shakes Salt Lake City, sending buildings swaying and residents rushing for safety. The entire building trembles during the quake, lights flickering as tension fills the room. In Lincoln County, Colorado, a vehicle rams a police car on duty, but quick reflexes save the officer outside from disaster. A pedestrian escapes a speeding vehicle by a split second, winning the luckiest ticket imaginable. A deadly gamble, a car crosses the railway just ahead of an oncoming train, a moment that makes everyone hold their breath. When speed meets luck, a car swerves twice in rapid succession to avoid both a motorcycle and a bus, a flawless escape. When technology speaks, dashcam footage reveals a car sliding out of control into oncoming traffic, clearing a truck driver of false blame. When Texas skies turn hostile, hail falls like a barrage of ice bullets, leaving destruction in minutes. Violent hail slams northern Tennessee, turning a fire station yard into a frozen field. Nature knows how to shock. A semi veers toward a police officer, a near miss that makes hearts race faster than the engine. During Storm Pierre, an aircraft is battered by turbulence and aborts its landing, a moment that makes hearts stop. The airplane wing literally glows on landing, turning touchdown into a heart-pounding moment for passengers. On icy roads in Ohio, a skidding car nearly strikes an officer, but sharp reflexes avert disaster. A chair is hurled across the road and strikes a police car, astonishingly leaving no one injured. When passion nearly turns tragic, a classic car suddenly catches fire during repairs as cameras capture a man desperately trying to control the flames. Forgetting the parking brake proves costly. A car rolls straight into a river before its owner's eyes, seconds of inattention, and the vehicle disappears beneath cold water. Speed meets icy roads, an off-road vehicle loses control and spins sideways like a dramatic winter drift gone wrong. Who would expect a gust of wind to turn a simple grocery run into an action scene? A security guard tries to hold a glass door open. One hard push, later it shatters, leaving only the handle in his hand. Have you ever seen a storm drain turn into a geyser? Flooding in Vermont proves that climate change is no longer a prediction, it's a reality threatening lives today. Trash bins float down New Jersey streets during flash flooding, an oddly humorous sight in an otherwise serious situation. A small girl slips into a puddle during the rain, then bravely stands back up a moment that instantly makes everyone want to protect her. Two bikers narrowly avoid disaster as a manhole cover shoots upward. Luck smiles on them at the very last second. A massive swarm of locusts fills the skies over Bahrain, creating a scene both awe-inspiring and unsettling. A loud buzzing fills the air as thousands of wild bees cover the front of a home in Arizona, a breathtaking yet eerie sight. As a severe storm hits, Cleveland vehicles push through heavy rain, headlights barely visible through rushing water. Ferocious winds sweep across Montana, lifting dry grass into swirling clouds that reflect the land's wild character. The skies over Kenya darken as millions of locusts arrive, leaving residents stunned and uneasy.
Don't wake up! I love you.
A rare sight, Mormon crickets swarm a Nevada hospital, an invasion that leaves onlookers shivering. Tropical storm Isaac drenches Haiti, transforming the Grise River in Port-au-Prince into a raging torrent that sweeps through nearby areas. Emergency warnings echo across Maine as the Androscoggin River overflows, threatening homes. Nature is no longer gentle.
Oh, that truck's underwater. To have startled you. Yeah, that's not supposed to.
Dad's gonna see that.
Have you ever seen an escape more dramatic than this? Across farmland in Ethiopia, farmers struggle beneath skies darkened by locusts, a desperate fight to protect their crops. Have you ever seen the sky filled with migrating geese like this? A breathtaking display of motion and order. After heavy snowfall, an avalanche strikes northern Utah, a breathtaking yet dangerous winter scene. A rare scene, a small plane plunges into the sea near Hampton Water. Exploding upward, miraculously everyone survives. A runaway vessel slams into a lift bridge, freezing onlookers in fear. Thankfully, no one is injured. A painful lesson in Argentina: looking at a phone for just 1 second while walking can cost a life. An unbelievable escape. A man leaves his seat just seconds before an SUV reverses forcefully into it, 1 second slower, and the outcome could have been fatal.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah العظيم. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم لك الحمد. اللهم لك الحمد.
A slow-motion standoff, neither the forklift nor the SUV yields, and an awkward, gentle collision unfolds before helpless witnesses.
Oh my God!
When engine power runs wild, flames erupt at the rear of an off-road vehicle, creating a dramatic scene amid golden desert sands. Highway chaos. A truck overturns and slides after a violent crash. A police officer assisting another driver narrowly avoids disaster. An earthquake in the Philippines creates mini tsunamis in a hotel pool water, spilling violently like ocean waves. A frightening scene in Houston hurricane barrel tears through a construction site, ripping structures apart on security camera. Northwest Florida braces against intense rain and powerful winds as nature shows its raw strength. A parrot uses strength and strategy to push a heavy stone for food, a clear example of problem solving in intelligent birds. A cat lifts and lowers its front paws as a taped piece of paper flutters a tiny performance that never fails to make people smile.
Good pictures.
Oh no, poor. Oh no.
Yes!
We should have like.